So today we are into part 8 of our course in project management, software project management, and today it is the about project closer. Before winding up everything on the project, when it gets completed, you should make sure that the lessons learned on the project does not get lost. If you can save all the measured project metrics, then you can use them for your next projects. In fact, this is a standard practice on projects these days. So actually what happens is uh, a project starts and it finally winds up, and there are a lot of things which are done on the project. And if a company which institutes this project has to get done some more projects in the future, then the things which are learned on the project should be available for those future projects, so that the things which did not work and the things which worked on this project can be learned, and so the mistakes could be avoided in future projects. So that is why lessons learned is a very important part of any project. And for this you need to filter the project data in many parts for reference, keeping a reference for all the lessons. So we will see those things today. Data related to measured project metrics are extremely useful when planning for next projects which are similar. Get started. Effort estimation, quality planning, scheduling, budgeting, resource allocation, etc. can be planned more realistically using available data from previous projects. So generally, software projects are very infamous for wrong effort estimation, uh, wrong estimates for cost, etc. So the lessons you learn on a project, those can be applied so that uh, these mistakes can be avoided. So project metrics for the present project must be available for future projects. Outsourcing companies use project metrics of previous projects to bag new project contracts from customers. So this is also a fact. Like the outsourcing companies or companies which take projects from their customers and work on those projects on behalf of their customers. They execute a lot of projects because they depend on all these projects. It is their lifeline, and they must be good so that the customers are convinced about their abilities. So the past project metrics which are available to them, they show it to the customers to convince the customers to give them more projects. The most important usage of measured project metrics is to improve upon project processes themselves. One area which is uh, which is above projects, like at the program management level. Uh, One thing is that you can improve the project processes themselves using this project matrix data. For example, suppose you have a project where a software product related to, say, customers service management is being executed, and the same company had executed a similar project previously. So they have a lot of project data from that previous project, mm, which can be used and applied to the current project. So the thing is, at the uh, above the project level, like For example, when you are allocating resources, so from previous experience, you know how much resources will be needed at what time in the project, and what skills levels will be required, and exactly how much time a resource will take to do a project task. So these are the things which are beyond a project, like before instituting a project. So those things can be considered, and then a proper project planning based on these data can be done. So you can say you can actually refine the project processes based on previous project data. The most important usage of measured project metrics is to improve upon project processes, and then organizations like Project Management Institute analyze data from past projects and improve standard project processes over time. So there are also companies which standardize the project processes, like the Project Management Institute, the PMI, or say Software Engineering Institute at Carnegie Mellon University, Pittsburgh. They have some standard templates. They have built these templates based on the experience of a large number of projects. So from these templates or from these standards, you can measure the efficiency of project execution of any company, and you can find out if they are doing well or they need some improvement in their project processes. So these these uh, standard standards or templates are very useful, so that you can improve your own working on projects. Before you close any project, you need to release resources from the project. Now, finally, when you are releasing a you are completing a project and closing it, so you need to release the resources which you are working on the project, so that they can be employed on other projects. So here are project deliverables at the time of closing the project. So first of all, the software product needs to be released so that the users will be using the product. Then you need to create user manuals so that the users can find the information as to how to use the product. Then you need to provide user training so that the users know how to perform transactions and how to use the software product. Then software product installation implementation you have to do at the customer site, so that the users can use the product. And then you need to release the resources so that they can be employed on some other projects. And finally, you need to archive the lessons which you learned on the project. You also need to do version management for the source code which we have developed. So on most software projects, you will end up having many versions of the source code. So which versions need to be implemented at customer site, you need to decide, and which versions need to be worked on in future projects. That also you need to decide. So version management is something you have to find out during the closure of the project. And then archiving project data so that the this data is available for future projects. So therefore that you can create filters, like say filters for actual archiving very good project data. So those filters could be, first of all, you need to clean the data. There will be some garbage data in the project data, so that garbage you need to clean. Then which application area need to be considered for archiving data. For example, uh, data about some uh, project processes, like say designing software designing or software development, then which industry, say the application software product which was developed during this project was for customer services management. So the industry you need to define for which industry, so that this data can be referenced easily in future. Then project size. So in the same industry and the same kind of application, the project size can be very different. Like say the same customer services management can be for a very small company, so there will be less number of product features which will be developed, and there could also be a case where you need to build a software product for a very large organization. So in that case, there will be a lot of product features which you developed. So the product size will be large. At the same time, the project size is also be large. So what should be the size you need to mention so that the data can be referenced. Then life cycle methodology, like which uh, software engineering methodology you used for the project, whether it was an agile project or a waterfall project. Then programming language, which programming language was used for this project. And once you create filters, and then you start saving the data uh, at different places in different you can say uh, different kind of data you save. So all this data then will become available for future projects. So the lessons learned on a project can be of many types and can be used for many ways. So like a better alternative to do things. So it can provide insight when a future project in a future project some decision needs to be done for uh, for taking some decision, like say software design, how the software design should be done for the next project, because there could be software design done using say object oriented design, or maybe traditional design using some old programming languages. So you need to it will help you to take decisions. Then better ways to manage projects. So past project data will provide you some insights as to how to manage a project better. Then solutions for unique issues. There could be some unique issues which may occur on a project. So what action was taken and how it was helpful. So it can be used for future projects. Then better negotiation with customers is also very important, because uh, when services company takes a project for a customer, so if the services company has past project experience, so they can negotiate better with the customer. And from the customer's point of view also, if the customer had past projects executed by some service providers, then they can have good idea how to negotiate the project with the service provider. Then better ways to deal with risk. So these are also very important. Risk always keep happening on projects. So how you deal with the risk, uh, it a prior project data can help you in dealing with that. Which techniques work and which don't. So there are many techniques available for doing things on a software project, like uh, say how which testing techniques work better for a certain type of software products. So from past project experience, you can have a good insight, and you can then deploy the best testing technique. So this was all about project closure. So thanks for your time and bye for now.